defeated. I started asking myself, like, am I not going to be able to go after Olympia ever? Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Before we dive in, I wanted to let you know that I have new coaching spots available in my Evolve X program. We start on April 1st, so the information will be in the description box at emilyhaydenfitness.com. So check the link, DM me on Instagram if you guys have any questions, and I would love to see you there. I want to clarify before we get into today's video that I don't want you guys to misunderstand my excitement for what I found out with the doctors in this video. I'm not excited that things are wrong. I'm excited that I have answers. So don't perceive it as me glorifying what's happening, because what's happening is not great. I'm just really excited to have answers and to know that it's all fixable and to now have an action plan to fix those. So today is a very kind of emotional update. It's a lot of talking, but I've just been going through a lot. So I'm just going to take today to update you guys and catch you up to speed on what we're doing.
You're hitting a brick wall, but
yeah,
it's fixable. So
okay.
It's not something that you need to come up of a prep for by any stretch, but it's more just your body kind of fighting you, and you just need to get you on the right supplements and the right vitamins. I'll see what the doctor says about thyroid medication, because I have your old labs, so I'm going to just give them to her.
Okay.
And then you staying on the anti-inflammatory is probably the best thing for you right now, really start to pull the gluten and the dairy from your diet. I have a feeling that things will shift a little bit for you. Think more like autoimmune, inflammatory. Things will start to shift too. But we just got to get your energy back up again.
And that's the thing is, like, you know, I work hard, I push through everything, but I just reached a point where I was like, I don't think that I should have to be pushing through every single day like this. Like, every day shouldn't be this miserable, you know?
I understand. Well, hopefully this call kind of helped you.
It does. Oh my goodness. I never thought that I would cry from being so happy about being told that my blood work is off. Okay, you guys, so I was sitting here like, how do I update them? Because every single day I've just been pushing through like pure exhaustion and pure fatigue, and I'm not recovering, and I feel inflamed, and everything is like just so hard. Like, everything prep related has been so hard. I literally emailed my coach Jamie this morning and was like, look, here's today's check-in. And I told her, I was like, I think right now I just want to reverse diet because I just need to feel good again. Like, it's been weeks that I don't feel good, and I keep blaming it on like, oh, it's the week before my cycle, it's my cycle, it's the week after my cycle, and then there goes like a month, and then I'm still not feeling great. I'm like, no, I should not feel this horrible all the time. And so, you know, with her advice, we went and got a full blood work panel done, which I didn't realize that my blood work in the past was like not a full panel. Like, this was like everything. And so they looked at it and they just called me and they were like, your blood work reflects exactly how you're feeling. Like, you need to take this action plan and do these things to get yourself into optimal and good levels for everything with your thyroid, your cortisol, like all these things way off. And I'm just like, I'm not crazy. I knew I wasn't crazy. And I also know that, like, all I wanted was a great prep, and all I wanted was to feel good and make progress and work hard and crush it. And it's just been so hard. In my mind, I'm like, it's never been this hard for me to lose weight. It's never been hard for me to lean up this much. And at first there was like a little body recomposition, but then it was just like nothing and like no real progress happening. And I was like, oh, maybe it's the foods that I'm eating. But like, I just feel so happy to have some answers. I don't know if you guys have ever been in that way with your health, where like you're basically just working so hard for something and nothing is happening. And then it's like, I've done so many preps that I know that sometimes the answer is you just have to trust the process. So I'm telling myself, trust the process, keep working hard, results are happening even though you don't see it. But then I reached a point where I was like, no, there should be more results by now. Like, I know this. I have so many mixed emotions, like obviously more happy than anything, because I'm just like, finally, like, I'm not crazy. And I'm also not a failure, and I don't have to feel so defeated. I've felt so defeated by this, like, for so long, because I'm like, why is it so hard? Why am I not making progress? Now I'm really excited to really just keep focusing on that and, you know, do this action plan and get all those levels back to normal, because once it's normal, I'll be able to diet and lose weight. And like, you need to be able to do that in order to compete, let alone go to the Olympia. What a journey. I get the full blood work panel tomorrow when I talk to the doctor, but I really needed to hear that. I like really needed that. Thank you, God. It's so motivating to me. It's so motivating to me to hit my macros and continue, like, and I know we're gonna reverse diet once I talk to Jamie. It's just really motivating to me to like keep staying on track, because my body will get in alignment again. My body is just out of alignment, and it makes sense. No matter what it is in life, if you're not in alignment, things are not going to happen. That was a big step for me this morning, emailing Jamie saying, hey, time for me to reverse diet if you believe that's a good action plan, because like I'm not doing okay. Because that was me finally recognizing that I was pushing through so much resistance. And I think that when you're in alignment, there's not that resistance. Like, yes, you have to work hard. Yes, you have to be dedicated. Yes, it's, not enjoyable and hard sometimes, but it shouldn't be what it was for me. This past Friday, I was in the gym and I was like working out and like everything was so hard. The smallest movements, I was just purely exhausted. I've had no strength in the gym. I'm working with this new trainer and he probably is so confused because he sees me as like this professional athlete that comes to him to train, and I'm excited to train, and then I'm like lifting weight, and like I try to be cool with it and I try not to let him know. He's like, how much do you normally do? And I purposely don't tell him because I can't lift that weight right now. Like I literally feel so weak. I was doing leg press with like 2 on each side or something, and guys, I've done like 5 or 6 on each side before. You know what I mean? It's been really humbling. At first I just thought it was me. I was like, I'm just weak. I'm a mess, but I'm also great because now I know what's going on and now we can fix those little issues. Life's about to get good. I think I've just been like going through it from every single angle. Life is already great. Let me rephrase that. I am so thankful. My life is so amazing. It really is. Like, and I'm so great. I've just been like realistically going through a lot of things. I just see the light at the end of the tunnel. I was so defeated. I started asking myself, like, am I not going to be able to go after Olympia ever? I started asking myself that because I was just like, I want that more than anything in the world, and why is it not happening? And why am I not being able to even lean out for a show? And it was just so defeating and so sad because I don't want to give up that goal. I've wanted that for so long. I think knowing this gives me peace that like I can go after that goal when my body's in alignment. You guys know I've wanted to go to the Olympia. I've wanted to be an Olympian athlete for so long. Like I love it. I just love it, okay? I don't need to explain why. I just do. And so for me, like thinking that there was a possibility that like for whatever reason I couldn't do it was so sad to me. And I don't want to have to say goodbye to that goal or vision. It's one thing if I feel like God takes me down a different path. Like I've said a million times, if he told me today to like leave the fitness industry and do something else, I would. I will. I'm fully surrendered to his plan for my life. I can't let go that I feel like this is a part of it for right now. If whatever it isn't, that's fine. But for now, what I know is that it's my actual body just not working with me. I'm a mess right now and we're going to fix it and it's going to be okay. I'm happy and I'm excited because just wait till when I'm feeling great and my body is working. Just wait. Wow. Like if I just push through 9 weeks of the hardest prep, wow, everyone else is screwed. No, I'm kidding. No, truly, like if I just push through that, Vincenzo, do you even know what's gonna happen when I have my own energy and strength and stamina and ability to recover, ability to feel good? Do you know what I'm gonna do when I feel that way? Ability to do HIIT cardio and not feel like a failure because I can't force myself to do the proper HIIT or intensity. God bless America. Good morning, pumpkin. It is time for you to wake up and go outside. Would you like to go outside? Come on, let's go outside.
The minute we open our eyes, the adrenals are going to work because of the mental stress. We need to help to bring up the morning cortisol so that your set point is better, because what's going to happen is you may feel all right in the morning portion, but as soon as that afternoon, the adrenals finally go, I've had enough, and they crash. Do not be defeated by this. This is just your body saying, okay, you reached out, you're doing the right thing, you're taking the steps to feel better, and you knew in your gut, literally, something was wrong. And so that's what we're doing. We're testing all the tests to make sure that we can figure out how to get to the bottom of it. When they start to trend up, that does not mean you have Hashimoto. We always suggest is to treat yourself. When you have hypothyroidism, which we'll get into now, treat that as if you are going to try to keep Hashimoto's at bay. Like the potential for it being there because there is a hypothyroidism going on, and maybe start looking into more of like an anti-inflammatory, maybe even more just a Hashimoto's type diet. It's an amazing thing what happens when you get your thyroid in place and you start to remove the foods that can cause inflammation for any type of an autoimmune. It's all of a sudden you just don't feel thick, you don't feel as fluffy. Your engine is just not converting. It doesn't look like it's as healthy enough. So you're basically puttering the engine. It's kind of da-da-da-da-da. And finally, when it converts over, it's so low. It's called a T3 underconversion. The person, the pituitary, hasn't told the jumper cables to work on the engine yet. The problem is most endocrinologists don't look at the back end. They wait until the jumper cables have been used enough before they look at all of this.
Gotcha.
That is your metabolism, that is your cognitive, that is hair, that is your sleep, that is your memory. And then I keep going back, that is your metabolism. You're going to struggle with the weight because of that.
So just looking at everything and, you know, our action plan and everything, should I be letting go of the idea of competing this year in my head?
I don't think at all that would be it.
Okay.
I think that if we can get you feeling better,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that if we can see how the medication works with you,
Mm-hmm.
I think getting thyroid hormones, stress hormone, you know, your vitamin D back up again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in my opinion, I've seen plenty of thyroids. This is not something that's broken that can't be fixed. This is just something that we need to get on top of now
Okay.
and allow it to help you along
Okay.
the way to do what it does.
Hey, I've seen this before. There's definitely, and I suspected it was thyroid because I know how hard you're working, and I know
Yeah.
it's not like you're just chilling over there. In a regular world, if you weren't a professional athlete, you probably wouldn't be so worried about these things that are going on. But because of the way we have to have your body functioning such a fine degree,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's where I think we're going to notice it.
Yeah, it makes me feel less crazy, you know, because I've been working so hard.
Wow, even your, wow, damn. I'm sorry, I'm being very unprofessional. It's just you on the phone, so I'm looking at, damn.
No, I love it. Your genuine reaction.
I mean, you're not in your 30s with the thyroid. Like, a 30-year-old thyroid would run way higher.
See, I was like, am I getting old? Like, is this what turning 30 feels like? My cholesterol used to not be very good, and now it's good, so I'm really happy about that.
You definitely have, like, your heart's gonna last forever.
Yay, good.
Even your testosterone is low. What a bitch. You have no muscle power and no energy to even do that.
Thank you. I can't even tell you how weak I've felt at the gym, and it's been so embarrassing, but I'm like, put your ego aside. Maybe it's just a hard day after day after day.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
I'm just happy to have answers because I was like, what the hell, man? I'm working so hard and I'm not making progress, you know?
Right.
She's so beyond cute. It literally hurts. I have a physical ailment because of how cute you are. So, you guys probably don't expect me to be so excited about this, but I got my blood work done. Basically, I started really paying attention to everything that I was feeling, and I realized that I was just pushing through so much. I was pushing through feeling horrible all the time, thinking like, oh, I'm training really hard, oh, I'm stressed out, oh, it's all these things, and then I was pushing through feelings of like not feeling like I was making any progress. And at first I was like, stick with the process, changes are happening even when you don't see it, which is normally the case, that's normally true. But then it like went even past that point, and I was like, no, like something is off. It's never been this hard for me to lose weight, to get in shape, to do a prep. And I was just like, I feel crazy. I also feel defeated. I also feel like, you know, just all these things. So anyways, get a full blood work panel done, which I didn't realize the previous blood works I had done weren't fully comprehensive. This one was. And they're like, you should feel exactly how you're feeling. You should feel horrible. Your weight management, your metabolism, your energy, your mood, even your positivity, your feel-good hormones, everything is off right now. And I was like, wow, this is the best news ever because it means that I'm not crazy. And it also means that like there are things that we need to fix before I can really start to see progress. So I even had to like not look at other competitors on Instagram because I never do this. But like I was getting discouraged by other people's progress because I'm like, they literally just started and they look better than I do. Like, how is this a thing? I'm working so hard and I've been in prep since January, and why do I not look good yet? Like, this is ridiculous. I started to go crazy, and what I realized is that my thyroid is shot, my cortisol is shot, my vitamin D is horrible. So like all these things are completely off, so my body will not lose weight. My body will not do all these things that I need it to do. Not even, let's take competing out of it. Let's take weight loss out of it, trying to look good out of it. I feel horrible. And like, that's not normal. I realized that I was like striving, that I was like pushing through, like not feeling good. And that shouldn't be a normal thing. Like a day or two here and there, okay. But I just realized I was resisting and fighting my body. So I'm so happy to find out that my thyroid is messed up and all these things, because I'm like, okay, that makes sense to me. What doesn't make sense is me working my freaking butt off. Like, and that's the thing I kept saying, like, I know that I work so hard, like beyond hard, and like all these other people are making so much progress and I'm not, and like, why is that the case? So anyways, I feel better knowing that there's a real reason why, and now like we have an action plan. I'm gonna take that action plan, I'm gonna make changes to a lot of things to get everything in regular functioning order. So my focus right now now is I am still in prep, but my coach and I, Coach Jamie, she's going to set a little bit less cardio and more food and focus on getting everything in healthy, normal conditions, getting me feeling great. And once I am good in optimal ranges for everything, then we will go back into the weight loss phase. And at that point, I should feel amazing and I should just lose weight normally, like a normal human being. So I'm really excited for that. And this doesn't really change anything for me other than my cardio protocol will change a little bit and my food's going to increase a little bit. But like, I still consider myself fully on prep. Just the goals are a little bit changed right now. And I asked them because I was like, should I let go of the idea that I'm going to be on stage this year? And they were like, no, I don't think that that's the case at all. I think right now you just need to get to optimal levels. And once you are, you'll notice how much easier it's going to feel. Like, wow, prep is going to be so easy when my body is working. This is a joke. Like, and that's the thing. I've done 20 freaking shows. I've done 20 shows. I know how to work hard. I know how to stick to diet. I know how to do my cardio and my training. That's not a big deal to me. So the fact that it was so hard and I was still pushing through and I was, it's gonna feel like a freaking walk in the park. Not to say it won't be difficult at times, but like, wow, I can't wait to feel good again. It's gonna be great. And then my dad's reaction was priceless. My dad had no idea I was filming. Hopefully he doesn't get mad. I probably won't include everything that he said, but my dad's reaction was literally priceless. And he was like, yeah, no wonder you've been feeling horrible. Yay. We have answers, and answers are so much better than just like feeling like a failure and feeling like your body just doesn't want to do anything. Body, I love you. I'm so sorry it took me a while to figure that out. You're gonna be okay. We're gonna get you feeling healthy because that's number one priority. And then once you're healthy and feeling great, you gonna get in shape. This video was really just me sharing my own experience, but I did want to say that my advice to other competitors, unsolicited advice, personal advice, would be go get your hormones tested and get a full extensive panel done. Don't get the generic panel done. Look at every single thing, like not just the overarching things that you need to get checked, but get all the, like the most detailed plan that you can get so you can really see what's going on. I think that's the mistake I made previously, because now that I look at my life and what I really pushed through in other preps, I think this has been a problem longer than I have realized. So I'm really glad to have a coach to say, I'm not giving you more cardio. We're not dropping your macros even more. We need to look into this more. So my advice to you guys would be use this experience to, even if you feel great, go get a very extensive blood work panel done and make sure that things are in proper condition. That's it. Maybe I'll have some more advice for you guys in another video. This was just my personal experience video and update. Thank you guys for watching. Throw it a thumbs up on the way out and I'll see you in the next video. I'm so happy to have answers. It's gonna be great. We're gonna be fine, fam. I just slept for 40 minutes as if I hadn't slept in like a week, and it's like 2 p.m. on a Wednesday. So that's what the realistic part of my life looks like, but I'm so happy to know what's going on, and I'm happy to be taking steps to fix it. So that's it. I love you guys. See you in the next one. Bye.